Pirates before the Golden Age. Pirates all around the world seem to be converging towards the end of this early period in Madagascar, of all places. Most piracy was done in the Atlantic and the Caribbean, and yet they were there and then going off long, long distances in perilous waters to get round the Cape of Good Hope to Madagascar. Unbelievable. And throughout the course of the age of piracy is this thin line between piracy and privateering. What is permitted, what is not permitted. If you got a letter called a letter of marque, you were allowed to become a pirate in all but name. It was a cheap way for a monarch or a sea power to get people to do piracy against the enemy, and they would not have to fork out for ships and men. That was down to the individual who got the letter of marque, and so on. So throughout there's this debate, what in fact constitutes a pirate? Francis Drake, and he's on the Golden Hind, his famous ship. 1570, the Spanish Armada is a long way away, and it's a long way before he gets knighted, and he's about 30. And what's interesting with this, from a British perspective, because he's so well known to British history, famously on the Hoe in Plymouth playing bowls, when someone comes to tell him that the Armada's coming up channel, and he doesn't rush, because he knew that there was no tide, there's no way he was going to get out, so that's why he didn't rush off to the ships. He knew the sea. But this is a guy, as pictured in the documents, is the kind of guy you wouldn't want to meet. Sir Francis Drake was many things. An expert mariner, captain, privateer, slave trader, pirate too. He circumnavigated the globe, the first Englishman to do so, 1577 to 1580. As Elizabeth I rewarded his exploits with a knighthood in 1581, so King Philip II of Spain levied a substantial price on his head for his capture or death. The letter talks about his treatment on meeting Drake out in the Caribbean. And what's memorable is that we have this mythology of Drake as being like a gentleman, because he was knighted. But he would have been a rough, hard-as-nails man. On his ship, he carries with him 9 or 10 cavaliers, cadets of English noblemen. These form a part of his council, which he calls together for even the most trivial matter, although he takes advice from no one. But he enjoys hearing what they say, and afterwards issues his orders. He has no favourite. But one of the gentlemen whom he had with him said to him, "We have been a long while in this strait, and you have placed all of us who follow or serve you in danger of death. It would therefore be prudent for you to give order that we return to the North Sea, where we have the certainty of capturing prizes, and that we give up seeking to make new discoveries." Drake, he had him carried below deck, put in irons. On another day, at the same hour, he ordered him to be taken out and to be beheaded in the presence of all.